how often did I fall back on Miss Weir's drafting and all this stuff. Yeah, it's just amazing. It was really very good. I do remember when the inspectors came to Thursday Island. When I left college, I was appointed to Kangaroo Point, much to my disappointment. But it was only for a few months, and I had extra millinery lessons. And then Miss Marks rang me one day and said, "I don't suppose you'd like to go to Roma, would you?" And I said, "I would love to go to Roma." So off I went to Roma High School, and I had an evening millinery class, and then I had time off in lieu the next morning, and that was really special, and was a lovely way to bond with the women in the community. But after I'd been there a couple of years, I applied for a transfer to Thursday Island, and I arrived on the same plane as my future husband, and we had 2 wonderful years at Thursday Island. We weren't allowed to stay there longer than 2 years. I think the department was a bit afraid of too much intermarriage if I left us there. So anyway, very interesting. And so that was a totally amazing experience. And then there's inspectors after Miss Marks was she wanted to come to TI to inspect me, so that was very interesting. So I thought, now, am I going to maintain the standards of wearing stockings and all that sort of thing at TI? And I think I lasted for about 3 weeks in stockings, and I thought, oh, I just can't do this. So forget about the stockings. And anyway, she arrived, and she had to spend the whole weekend at the island because of the flights and so on. So she was booked into the local hotel, and anyway, I survived the experience. I mean, I had to teach grade 8 science as well there, you know, astrology, so I'd have to duck outside the night before and see what's happening, read up a few more pages and so on, but you do adapt to these things. And so we took her out on a boat trip around the island, because none of the teachers owned vehicles at TI, but some of them had boats, so we were able to give her a little exercise and fishing around the island and so on. But after that, we married and went to Central Australia as missionaries. So I became a teacher in the creek bed and on the front veranda of our house. And John and I had scoured the shops in Adelaide and bought some hand sewing machines, handle, portable ones, and they also had a couple of treadle machines at the mission. So I often had that sort of, I was unofficially teaching the girls from school for about 3 years or so. Then we went back to Queensland. That was in Central Australia at Urbella Mission, far northwest of South Australia actually. And